and it wasn't that I was having trouble before, it's now that I'm just like, everything is done, you know? And, like, even that... even... Give me that ring, whatever, just get out of here. Hey, buddies! Welcome back to Chris and Andy Play. My name is Chris.
I'm Andy. I got it back.
Today, we're playing Sonic the Hedgehog. Andy's playing. We're talking about speedruns and grinding in video games, because why the hell not?
We're playing Sonic and talking about the furthest thing from Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
RPGs and grinding.
Dude, we're gonna do what we want. So, yeah, basically...
Smash it, I'll do what I want.
Yay.
Am I clipping the mic? It sounds weird.
No, you're fine, man.
Okay.
It always sounds like that. You ask me that question like every 3 episodes.
Because it always sounds like that.
Because we have the gain up on our headphones so high so we can hear ourselves properly. So it's always over the game volume. Now we're doing a little bit behind the scenes action. Oh yeah, so basically I was talking about how like super satisfying, but it's also kind of difficult to like grind properly. Because we were talking about difficulties in speedrunning. And basically after I started playing Star Ocean 2, like there was... yeah, you gotta go on top of it.
I was thinking that, but I was like, let's see what happens if I'm underneath it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I basically got into that, and it was the first time where, like, in 7, like, when you grind, you don't really feel like the effects are... Because it's a fairly balanced game. You don't need to grind, right? Like, at the end of a grind session, you don't feel like, hey, now I'm overpowered, you know what I mean?
Sometimes you do.
I guess.
Yeah, well, it depends on how long you grind. Are you grinding so you're, strong enough, or are you grinding until you're like...
No, remember, it's
pointless now because
this is my first kind of experience with that, and that's before I really knew how to grind properly. So I'm gonna guess it wasn't really like, I now know what's OP and that's what's good. But Star Ocean, that really showed me like how grinding could change your experience, like in the game, and how you needed to grind. Because every dungeon that you get into, and I know you've played it, but you've played the nerfed version, and it makes a big difference.
Oh yeah, like I did not play the original of that. I know what you... I'm pretty sure I know what you meant. Because about like skills attacking, or something attacking like multiple times or something? Or...
Well, okay, yeah. So in the original Star Ocean 2, for PlayStation, they remade it for PSP, which is awesome, because I love that game, and they've added new cutscenes and more player action, which is great. The problem is that they changed the battle system to incorporate, like, I guess, probably just less gameplay overall so that you could get through, like, a portable version quicker. Well, basically what they did is, in combat, where you'd normally only be able to attack once, now there is a 3-hit combo.
Right, okay.
Okay, so everything you're doing in this game is now 3 times stronger. So, for every hit you would be doing, you're doing 3 times as much damage.
Yeah, there were definitely times where, like, after a certain weapon upgrade or some skill or something, it's just like, now I feel like a massive increase in power. Like, it was a little...
Well, that's the thing about the game that was really...
Am I supposed to do... Did I kill myself?
No, you're fine, you're fine. The good part about that game was that it does feel like weapon upgrades and levels make a huge difference. Again, like, and skill points make a huge difference. Everything like feels like you make a huge difference when your stats increase. And there's a high, like, you get a lot of levels. Like, it's one of the few games that, like, especially for their era, where, like, your level doesn't cap at 99. You get 200.
I love that.
It's so awesome. Secret.
I got a Sonic TV.
Yeah.
I broke it.
Sweet.
Yeah, there's a... Sorry, keep going.
No, it's cool. But yeah, basically, so it gives you the opportunity to, like, really feel like you're leveling, so it gave me that bite where I was like, man, I need to grind now. Like, I loved that feeling of power that you got from it, from the work you put in. And a lot of the... So from then on, I started spending time looking for games that were like that all over again, where, like, your grinding made a difference, and it was grind-centric, and your levels were, about that. And that's how we ended up... how I ended up eventually in Phantasy Star. Like, I wanted it originally because, like, hey, it's Dreamcast, but it was, like, the first RPG, because I was big into them at the time because of the grinding and all that, that was online, and it was cooperative, and
Oh god!
Oh god!
No!
Yes, no indeed.
Where am I? What's even happening? What? Am I screwed?
Well, no, you just got knocked out of the easy route.
Okay. Wait,
maybe
no. I feel like I'm going the wrong way now.
No, you gotta start over.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
son of a bitch. I hate this game. Sorry, continue.
Oh man, yeah. So I ended up there, and God, that game has everything that you want in a grind session, like, because that's all it is. And I know if you, I don't know if we're gonna release that. I don't know, but anyways, I loved it. I love Phantasy Star Online, and I love the grindy nature of things, and it's all it was, like, and it's skillfully put together that allows you to sort of feel like your actions, as trivial as they are and how limited the gameplay is, it's always rewarding.
God damn it. Okay.
And I think that's the biggest thing about, like, a lot of games that have like repetitive actions that you're missing out on. Like, the reason why something like Grand Theft Auto seemed boring as all shit, and Assassin's Creed ends up being like the most boring game in the world to me, is that there is no progression.
Well, Assassin's Creed 2 has like all the upgrades, and you're buying stuff. I'm not defending it.
No, that's
I
fine.
don't like it, but I'm saying, like, they added some things that made it more interesting. Like, I played the first Assassin's Creed for about 20 minutes, and I was like, I'm done.
Well, yeah, that's it.
But the second one I played for like, I don't know, 7 hours maybe.
But the issue is that there's just never a reward for continuing, right? Like, in the first 20 minutes, you experience all of what the game is.
Oh, good. Boss fight with one ring? Good.
Yeah, that'll be great.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Maybe you can beat this.
What does he do? All right, that's not so bad. I got this.
I think,
This is
if
easy.
I recall, that it may not be this stage. One of the stages, he ends up breaking the blocks that you can't stand on.
But then there would be no blocks to stand on.
Well, no, yeah, it just keeps getting smaller and smaller.
I wonder what their logic was. Like, in Mario, you hit things 3 times to beat the boss. What's more extreme than 3? 8. 8 is way more extreme, and it's not a multiple of 3, so no one will suspect a thing.
Well, I'll tell you why 8 ends up probably being the magic number for this game, and it's a bit of coding logic. Is that 8 is like one of the integers you can use for like memory storage.
Mm-hmm.
So, if they wanted 3, for example, the minimum they could still do is 8. So they would have to actually do more calculations involved to result in.
Sorry, I was doing math in my head. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Totally 8. That's what they do.
Yeah. So odds are that 8 was picked specifically because, like, that's just the lowest number. Like, you can have.
Oh yeah, I love these things.
Below 8 is on or off, 1 or 0, right? So that's either you hit them once, or and it's over, or you can hit them 8. But anything lower than 8, you still have to store 8. So, and then you've got to figure out what the storage is. So that's that.
Hey, Jesus! What? Die! Come on!
Now, okay. Here's the thing. I've
come on.
This was my first console game of all time, and
no. Right.
I've not seen this stage very many times.
I don't remember the stage at all, except from like the demo play.
I know, as far as like this game goes, I'm pretty certain there's a water stage in it.
Okay, Sonic 3 is the one I remember the most. So I remember I remember the snow stage. Yeah. I remember like the. Wait, was there a casino stage in 2 as well?
Yes, there's casino stage in 2.
Okay, well, was there one in 3?
Maybe.
I think I remember that, and I remember like that's it.
I guess
that's all it's in here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever. And I remember like the end of Sonic 3, where you're in like Robotnik's like fortress, Eggman, whatever you want to call him. I don't give a shit. His Death Egg world stage. Come on.
There you go. You got it. Yeah, tell me about Sonic's endgame of 3 with Robotnik.
No, just that I remember it.
Yeah,
I think I remember the final boss was like a big Robotnik, and he had like the arms, spiky arms.
Yeah. Well, so this was basically my first console experience. Like, I had played Nintendo beforehand, but I never owned it. This is the first thing we ever owned, and I think that was a big thing for me. So I played a lot of this. But like, as a 6-year-old kid, not very good at it.
Am I not supposed to go? Oh, damn it!
Yeah,
I can see that.
And that being said,
he's spiky.
Yeah, you did it. You did it good. So like, I have seen one level beyond this, I think, and I don't think I've ever gotten past there ever.
You've never beaten this game?
Oh no!
Oh wow! Are
you kidding me?
Okay.
I'm sure I could nowadays, but like, I have no interest in ever playing one because I always the issue is that like okay, I like all of the levels except for 2. The second like all the levels I've played anyways, but it's the second stage that just I hate it. I hate that.
Such a sour. Oh
yeah, it does. It ruins the game for me. Like, and it feels like it feels like it's too hard for level 2.
I don't think it's hard. It's just like that's where you're just like, oh, this is what this game is. That's not.
Yeah, that's exactly that's what you believe. This is what this game is. And you know what? We'll see you guys next time on Chris Any Play. Bye.
Yeah, bye. I wanted to ask, what would you say the hardest RPG you've ever played is?
Oh, I have to think about that.
Yeah, I know what mine is.
Yeah?
Yeah. It is Dragon Warrior 2.
Mm-hmm.
It is the hardest in my opinion because it's insanely unbalanced and just, like, unfair. To the point of just, like, you can actually get to the max level with every character.
Yeah.
And get your ass handed to you by regular enemies in the final dungeon. It is... I've never beaten it. It's the only Dragon Warrior I've never beaten, or Dragon Quest I've never beaten. It's the only game that I've just been like, you know what?